Hello, I'm Alex, and welcome to Alex Temp's Tabletop. Today I'm going to show you how to paint the Hedonites of Slaanesh. So, you want to get your mini and you want to prime it. So you want to prime it with Grey Seer Primer, and today's recipe is going to involve some contrast paints and some basic Citadel layer and base paints. So let's just get right into it. So first off, for the baggy pants robes, you want to paint with Volumpus Pink. Just spread it all over, up and down. You don't want to apply it too thickly, you can easily go back over it. And a key thing throughout this painting tutorial, if you make mistakes, don't be afraid to go tidy up. I made some doing this. And you just go back over with Grey Seer base paint to touch up some of the mistakes you've made. And now we're going to apply Guilliman flesh in the flesh areas. Your miniature may be different to mine, so I can't really particularly tell you where to put it, but essentially hands, face, that type of stuff. And now, here's a little show for you. This is what it looks like so far. And now we're going to apply black for the kind of corset leather parts. I say black, Abaddon black. And there it is, all applied all over on the mini. Now we're going to apply Wildwood contrast paint on this pole. Originally I wasn't going to do it like that, but I ended up choosing it because I think it looked nice and someone in chat recommended it to me, so there you go. Now you want to apply Retributor armor on gold parts of this miniature, so this Slaanesh badge, the corners of the shoulder pad, and on the face mask. And that gives you an idea, and it's starting to pop a bit more now. Now I'm going to apply lead belcher on the blade and some of the kind of sequins which hang around the baggy pants. You can see all the colours starting to fill in a bit now, which is nice. So for the hair, I actually did a mixture of Lamium Medium and Nikolai Oxide. And it just helps break up with the rest of the paint scheme. Now here we're starting to apply washes. I used Nun Oil for the leather. This is just to kind of tone down the black a bit and give it a kind of nice glossy look. And it's just made it a bit flatter, which I kind of like. And now, Requiem Flesh Shade on the gold. It's kind of a classic, but it works. And that's really brought out the gold armor a bit more now. And now we want to start highlighting the pants. So first off, we're using Screamer Pink. Luckily, there's a lot of high edges on this mini, so you can just do basic thin highlights. After that, I did a final highlight of Pink Horror just to really bring those colours together. And there you go, those pants are popping out now, which is nice. With highlighting, it's always good to take your time. And now with the skin, we're doing a kind of bright skin tone. So we're doing Kislev Flesh. And then we're going to do a final highlight of Flayed One Flesh. With skin, it's always good to slowly build up the layers. You don't want to apply it too thick because it goes a bit crusty and weird and it doesn't look nice. But you can see here the skin's starting to pop out a bit more and there's wash in the recesses. Right, now for the gold, we're doing it with Auric Armor Gold. I struggled to pronounce it then. You want to go on like the high edges of the armor. And then finally, you want to highlight some of the corners with Rufang Steel. And also you want to do that to some of the silver parts like the blade head and the sequins by the pants. And there, it's starting to all shine a bit now in my bright camera. And now for the leather, you don't have to do this, you can just leave it black. I just wanted to make it pop a bit more, so I did a really fine highlight of Fenrisian grey. I picked out some corners to kind of do a light reflecting style, and it turned out okay. And now I'm going to apply a rare glaze of Guilliman glaze. You don't have to use glaze, you can use like a blue contrast on the sequins. You don't have to use blue. I just thought it worked quite nicely with this mini. And another rare paint, we're going to use a technical gemstone paint called Soulstone Blue on the center gem. You can choose any color you want. And there you go, that is a quick painting scheme for painting Hedonites of Slaanesh. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I did this in 2 hours and 30 minutes, so yeah, it's quite. It's a nice quick scheme. Once again, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, maybe think about liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment. Also, just want to say thank you to the Patreons for supporting the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you guys are ever interested, want to make recommendations, then check out the Patreon link. It's a great way to show support. Anyway, till next time, hopefully you enjoy the Hedonites of Slaanesh. Stay kinky!